teams square off on the quest for digital domination. Its destination, vacation, here on Arena! Welcome, everyone, to Arena, the show that turns multiplayer games into competitive sport. I'm Lee Raymond, and today we start on the road to the land of palm trees, drink umbrellas, and too much sunscreen. Every team that competes on Arena this season has one goal in mind, a free, all-expenses-paid vacation. Team Kaizen has been waiting since the end of last season for its chance to enter the Hall of Champions, but a new challenger in the form of Team Nim stands in their way. Let's get things rolling and check in with Kevin, who's in the console pit. Kevin.
All right, thanks, Lee. Now, today we're kicking things off with Soul Calibur 2 on the Nintendo GameCube.
Now, as the name implies, this is the second game in the fighting series that introduced a new generation of gamers to the genre. Featuring amazing graphics and addictive gameplay, Soul Calibur 2 is the reigning champion of fighting games.
Players will fight one round each, and the overall winner will be the team that scores the most knockouts. And that's enough base time for me. Let's check out the action.
And Soul Calibur 2 is underway. Team Kaizen will be fighting as Nightmare with Team Nim as Talim, Kevin. There she is, Talim brandishing her weapons, and Nightmare brandishing, looks like a Buick. About the size of the weapon, it's the motion in the ocean as Nightmare really takes it to Talim.
Keep telling yourself that, Lee. And Talim gets in close, lands a blow on Nightmare. Nightmare spins around.
Ooh.
Lands a punishing blow on Talim. Talim's health deteriorating quickly here in round one.
And Nightmare having early seemed a little clunky.
And with a pokes, Nightmare sends Talim down.
2. And coming up on round 2 for Soul Calibur 2 for Team Kaizen, it is Mac. For Team Nim, it is Mastermind. And round 2's underway.
And Nightmare off to a quick start, pummeling Talim, not even letting her get up off the ground. Very quiet match in the library today.
And here comes Talim fighting back.
Yeah, this round was all Nightmare, though.
Oh, yeah. That's ownage.
As he knocks her down with a quick shoulder shrug and takes round 2.
3. Console round is so far all Kaizen. We had Slapshots versus Ringworm.
You right there, Lee?
Almost.
Now, I know Nim went with Talim hoping to get at least one quick round. That way they could secure the MVP in the event of a tie, but if they don't win this one...
And as if on cue, however, Kevin, you see Slapshots laying it on the bigger Nightmare.
Slap shoes here.
Slap shoes yourself.
4.
At round 4, Nightmare 2-1 over Talim. This is the chance for Talim to even it up, Kevin.
Absolutely, and in round 3, we saw Team Nim with a quick victory. That could help them with the MVP points if they manage to secure this round. But Nightmare's doing everything in his power, pummeling Talim, and he takes her down. And that'll do it for round 4, Lee.
Kaizen takes the console round.
All right, well, it looks like Team Nim was going for the fastest round knockout, but unfortunately, they couldn't get the tie that they wanted. And as such, Team Kaizen takes the console round and 1 point. And in fact, Stacy Barcelona is with their best player right now, so let's hear what he has to say. Stacy?
Thank you, Kevin. I am here with Eska. Congratulations. Welcome back. How you feeling?
Feeling very good. We did pretty good at that game, and we're going to take them out, I think.
Well, how'd you do so good? You had a 20-second KO in Soul Calibur 2.
20-second KO? I don't know. I just handed him down a little ponage.
Combo meal. Combo meal. Facial, huh? Facial.
Sounds good. Well, you are taking the early lead toward the MVP race and the 3 points to go with it. But right now, we are going to meet the rest of your team and their opponents, Team Nim.
We played a lot of video games together. We played probably 3 or 4 months worth completely together.
Including yesterday, which was like 48 hours straight.
Yeah.
We ruled
Call of Duty.
Played a lot of Call of Duty. A whole lot of Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Whole lot of
too
Call
much
of
Call of
Duty.
Duty. I do not think that Team Nim is as good as other teams we played, like Minority. Still probably the toughest people that we played.
Minority for sure.
They were real good.
They seem like cool guys, but I just don't think they can beat us at video games.
I'm not supposed to say
Definitely
they
not.
look like cool guys. They suck! But we're gonna beat them. That's what it comes down to, though, right?
I got the team name Nim from an idea I had since I have a few hot mom friends, my buddies' moms and stuff.
It's like that Stacy's mom song.
No, don't compare us to that. How dare you? Alex is called wild card for a reason. One game he'd have like 80 kills and no deaths. One game he'll have like 1 kill and like 50 deaths. So you never know what's up. I'm here to talk trash and shoot people.
Figured come out here for the day or whatever and play games, have a possibility of winning some prizes and hang out with my buddies and just have a great time.
Team Kaizen is off to a fast start in what they hope will be a road to a 4th consecutive win after dominating Soul Calibur 2. We'll see who snags the 2 points in Call of Duty coming up next on Arena.
Only on G4.
Welcome back, everyone, to Arena. Now, before the break in the console round, Kaizen turned out to be Nim's worst nightmare, winning 3 of 4 rounds, which means Kaizen is 1 step closer to winning that all-expenses-paid trip at the end of this season. But hey, they got a long way to go. But not so far away from me is Kevin, who's right behind me. He'll set the stage for our next game. Kevin.
Thanks, Lee. Yes, the game is Call of Duty, and it's a squad-based first-person shooter that drops players into the European trenches of World War II. Now, the game mode is Headquarters, where the objective is to capture and defend a randomly placed radio. The map today is Rocket. Now, Rocket has an extensive underground bunker system which provides the opportunity for some close-range combat, while on the surface, the open environment offers ideal conditions for snipers. So let's see who will claim the 2 points for this round.
1. Call of Duty is underway. Kaizen posing as those pesky Germans in the Axis doing a little Sprechen Sie Deutsch with Nim as those wonderful allies. Kevin trying to capture the radio.
Team Nim off to a quick start.
Each 45 seconds yields 45 points. Once the enemy has it, if you destroy it, you get 25.
Hey, we gotta take it before 45's out.
Member of Kaizen chucking some grenades as he goes prone behind a buddy and takes some fire. And now he's on the move. Weapon selection is key here, Lee. You need to plan for the close quarter combat with a little automatic rifle. You can go with the sniper rifle for the outdoor long-range firing.
2 down, 2 more to go.
Mac for Kaizen, very nimble here on the landscape.
Got one.
Kaizen just picking off enemies. Woobs fighting his way out of that bunker.
Quick firefight, takes down a member of the opposing force, but gets taken out himself.
While Ringworm again seems the aggressor here for Team Kaizen. Here in Call of Duty, it's a 30-second respawn process. Kind of like being in purgatory.
And it looks like Team Nim is securing the radio at this point. And as we all learned in history class, Lee, control of the radio is what turns the tide of war.
Hey, we don't need 2 you guys in there.
Mastermind prone in the bunker, taking some fire, and he gets taken out.
All right, I'm right behind you, Ralph.
Kaizen on the verge of turning the tables here.
And it looks like Kaizen has successfully destroyed the radio, and now both teams are frantically making their way to the next random spawn.
It's underground.
Notice the communication by Team Kaizen letting each other know where the radio is and where certain enemies are at all times.
Time winding down here in round 1.
I'm in there. Capturing.
Ringworm for Team Kaizen is trying to grab control of that radio. He's got a teammate there to cover his back.
First half of this round was spent outside, the second half inside.
Tony Montana chucking some grenades around a corner trying to clear a room.
Say hello to my little friend.
And Montana gets taken down, unable to destroy the radio. All Kaizen here in round 1 of Call of Duty.
2. And round 2 underway, Kevin. Kaizen having taken round 1. No history here, so they just took it because they were better, I guess.
Well, they had clear control of the radio the entire round.
I think it's underneath. It's underneath, yeah?
Both teams on the move right away.
Tony Montana and Wildcard aggressively moving through the landscape. You can tell these guys know they have to be the aggressor now.
And they've got to watch out for the team killing, Lee. Unfortunately, Nim took out a couple of their own members last round.
Tony Montana going in and out of these bunkers in search of that radio. And down he goes, does Tony Montana. And Eska for Kaizen down in a bunker.
Eska peeking around the corner with his whole body, not taking advantage of the lean feature in Call of Duty. And Woobs for Kaizen crouched atop the hill. Notice they leave him outside of the base so he's able to see which way the enemies are entering, Lee. Excellent strategy.
Hold outside, hold that door. Don't let him go through that door.
Mac for Team Kaizen, prone atop the ladder, controlling the radio for the entire round. Woobs drops down behind a rock for some cover and takes out a member of Team Nim.
Someone's gonna have to take that from the top.
Kaizen's in control of the radio right now, and a member of Team Nim trying to change that. He makes his way up the ladder, but runs into a prone member of Team Kaizen and gets taken out. When your character climbs that ladder, Lee, he puts his weapon in the holster, so unfortunately he's unable to fire until he makes it all the way up, and a member of Team Kaizen took advantage of that. And for the second time, using that same strategy, prone in front of the ladder, member of Team Kaizen is able to defend the radio by taking out an enemy.
Hey, we already won now. So do whatever you want.
A little smack talking by Team Kaizen.
Or stating the obvious, one of the two. And Team Nim finally regrouping around that hole, trying to make one final push towards the radio.
Mac for Team Kaizen has spent most of his time right there just laying on the floor.
Well, a single grenade through the window would be enough to take him out, but unfortunately I don't have a keyboard and mouse in front of me.
I think the radio might blow.
Kaizen was in control of the radio so long, Lee, that the radio decided to self-destruct. It got that bored.
Call of Duty round 2 goes to Team Kaizen.
3.
Hey, oh, game's on.
Round 3 underway here in Call of Duty. I just overheard Team Kaizen calling this a victory lap.
And there's something to be said about a round so boringly that the radio decides to take its own life.
Radio's place.
Team Nim is looking for MVP points and total kills. Tony Montana moving around those bunkers in search of that radio.
Eska for Kaizen went prone behind a tree, but unfortunately was not enough cover for him. And Tony Montana unloading on a member of Team Kaizen. Tony Montana takes down Woobs. Woobs, he did it again. I'm just kidding, Lee. You working out? Well, it looks like Nim has clearly stepped it up. They've eliminated several members of Team Kaizen early on here. And I believe Team Nim is actually in control of the radio, Lee.
Team Nim hoping to rack up some of those MVP points as well as total kills.
No more trash talking from them, guys.
Hey, we're down 135 to 37. We need this radio.
It's all Team Kaizen here, making a push towards that radio. And Ringworm for Kaizen, prone yet again inside of a bunker, waiting for an enemy to peek his head around the corner. The radio spawns right in front of Ringworm, and he's securing it now. Let's see if Nim is able to take him out. Tony Montana opening fire, but decides to take a little nap in the snow. He gets taken out.
He's outside. He threw a grenade.
And if I'm not mistaken, Ringworm just got blown to
Oh, you're not mistaken, Lee. Eska for Kaizen takes out a member of Team Nim who was at that stationary turret. Two members of Team Kaizen crouched behind those boxes for cover as Tony Montana tries to flush him out, gets taken down around a corner. It looks like a member of Team Kaizen is at the radio. They're trying to now as fire breaks out.
There it is. There's the radio.
And Eska for Kaizen gets mowed down. And Nim is at the radio now, crouched in a firefight, muzzle to muzzle.
No one's left. No one's left. Get the radio.
Nim goes down. It looks like Ringworm for Kaizen is the last person left in the round. He's there to secure it.
Bodies are everywhere. Nim had to get it going here in Call of Duty round 3.
Yeah, Kaiser lost. Finally.
And Nim takes round 3, Kevin.
All right, well, it wasn't the most exciting strategy of all, but Mac for Team Kaizen proved that a little patience goes a long way. His defensive prowess gave his team 2 points in our PC round, and now he's standing with Stacy Barcelata for his 5 seconds of fame.
Thanks, Kevin. Congratulations, Mac. Let's talk about your Call of Duty defensive strategy.
Well, really camped them out that map. Let the little jabronis come up, take off their heads. Real good fun. 2 down, 2 down.
You did a great job. How do you think the next round's going to go against Team Nim?
Oh, we've been sessing SOCOM 2 real hard. No chance.
Wow, no chance. Big words, maybe, but it ain't bragging if you back it up. Lee, isn't that what you always say, or is it Kid Rock?
Not Kid Rock, it's Kid Hawk. But while our teams prepare for battle in SOCOM 2, you can check out our website at g4tv.com/arena, where you can read player profiles and sign up your team to get on the show. Our final showdown in SOCOM 2 is coming up after this on Arena. Welcome back, everyone, to Arena. Now, before the break, Kaizen rewrote history and led the Germans to victory in Call of Duty. So it looks like Team Nim needs a near-perfect round of SOCOM 2 and needs that cumulative score bonus to have a chance to match. Let's go to Kevin to set it up.
Thank you, Lee. Yes, our third and final game is SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs. And a coin flip before the show determined that Team Nim will be the SEALs and Team Kaizen will be the opposing force. Now, the mode for today's game is Extraction, where the SEALs must infiltrate their opponent's stronghold to rescue a group of hostages. Today's map is Fishhook, which is set in a seaside village that, like Lee, has seen better days. What? Now, this setting has plenty of opportunities for close quarters combat, but it's also a sniper's paradise. So let's see which approach our two teams take as they square off in SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs.
1.
In SOCOM 2, U.S. Navy SEALs is underway. Kevin Kaizen won the toss and elected to be the bad guys.
I love SOCOM.
SOCOM's cool.
SOCOM is the fun.
And Nim are the U.S. Navy SEALs. Team Nim Their objective is to find the hostages, get them to safety. Team Kaizen, their objective is to keep the hostages.
And Woobs is there.
Don't shoot each other, guys.
Oh, I got shot in the face.
And Tony Montana gets fragged by a member of Team Nim.
Busby, you got downstairs? Good.
Yeah, all right, you got all the hostages?
Yep. And it looks like Ringworm for Team Kaizen, laying down a couple mines, hoping that a member of Team Nim runs unsuspectingly into a room. Eska for Team Kaizen, now in charge of babysitting those hostages.
The defense here is much easier than the offense.
Absolutely, Lee. Team Kaizen has the advantage on this round. They can move the hostages to wherever they would like and then strategically plant themselves and wait for Team Nim to show up.
Ralph, they're coming your way.
Oh, really?
Ringworm for Team Kaizen leaning out around that corner, checking for enemies. Slap Shoes for Team Nim, making his way off the beach.
I think you should get farther away.
Once he gets out in the open there, he's a sitting duck, his Slap Shoes. Again, an example of why it's more difficult to be a U.S. Navy SEAL in SOCOM 2.
Team Nim having trouble locating the hostages.
Very aggressive, his Slap Shoes. Again, Nim way behind on points here. And down goes Slap Shoes.
Out. Out.
Nice.
Mac for Team Kaizen took down Slap Shoe. And it looks like only one member remains for Team Nim. Will he be able to get to those hostages, Lee?
Well, again, it's becoming all academic for Kaizen, being dominant here in SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs.
Mac's up on the rooftop.
Oh, wait, I got hit once.
Fire rings out. He goes prone to avoid it.
He's on this roof.
A little bit of communication from Team Kaizen, trying to get a bead on the enemy, let each other know exactly where he is.
Kaizen now playing the waiting game.
Wild card for Team Nim. Leaning out around the corner, he spots a member of the opposing force, and now he's just waiting for him to sneak back out, but...
Hey, why don't you come out? It's already over.
Homeboy talks a lot of noise.
Which corner?
Taking his time, and now some fires exchanged between Wildcard, and he gets taken out. It looks like Team Nim will be unable to take round one of SOCOM, Lee. Oh, and of course a little showboating, a little victory dance there.
Oh, a little moonwalk. Why not?
2.
Round 2 underway? Or am I imagining things? Nim all but beaten and battered here, and SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs has proven to be no different for them, Kevin.
Slap Shoes for Nim, wasting no time. Coming in off the beach. Makes his way across the street, unscathed up until this point.
Busby, where are you?
Don't go downstairs because I have the door set.
The hostages have reset back to their initial starting point. Let's see if Nim is able to locate him this round.
Prior to this game, Kevin, we had talked about Nim needing a very dominant SOCOM 2. Slap Shoes just starts blowing up stuff. He's ticked off.
And Eska just took out Mastermind, Lee.
They put a mine on the ground. I can't see mines. This bull.
And fire breaks out, Slap Shoes in a firefight. And he takes out a member of Team Kaizen.
I'm down. No, you can go down the ladder. By the hallway.
Looks like Woobs for Kaizen gets taken out.
You're gonna need a lot more than that, Kevin.
Tony Montana actively searching for those hostages. Eska for Kaizen up top.
You got both of them set?
I'm doing it right now.
Once again, Nim, the U.S. Navy SEAL team.
And Mac for Kaizen with an excellent shot takes down Slap Shoes. Excellent shooting by Mac as Mac from up top unloads, and it looks like all of the Navy SEAls have been eliminated, Lee.
Oh, boo!
Yeah.
Like shooting ducks in a barrel.
3.
And it's all over, but the fat lady's singing.
She's singing about round 3, Lee.
Rounds 1 and 2, all Kaizen. And Nim, only an unbelievable miracle here in the third round of SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs will salvage any face here for them.
Mastermind and Slap Shoes heading out together as Wild Card for Nim makes his way, and he's already in a firefight with a member of the opposing force. It's a little circle strafing in the street, and Wild Card goes down. Team Nim is now 3 strong yet again.
Wild Card went down fast. Tony Montana.
Getting a little choked up. I know it's
Getting a little
sad
choked
to see the
up.
SEALs get taken out this way, but
Tony Montana hoping not to see a similar fate in a firefight with Mac.
Oh,
and down goes Tony Montana.
and it looks like Mac for Kaizen took down Tony Montana, but now he's pausing to reload and takes down yet another member of Team Nim. Mac is on a killing spree.
That was Mastermind for Nim that went down.
From behind.
Man,
And the round is over, Lee.
That's rough.
freaking spree right there. That's dance time, USA.
And Mac for Kaizen
Oh,
doing his best beat it.
SOCOM 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Nim is destroyed. And SOCOM 2 is all Team Kaizen.
Well, SOCOM 2 proved that you have to work as a team to survive here in Arena, and Mac proved to be a Mac truck as he plowed through Team Nim, leading Kaizen to victory. With an excellent performance in Call of Duty and SOCOM 2, there's no doubt who today's MVP is. Let's go to Stacy with our winning team and our MVP.
Team Kaizen, Matt, get on up here. You are the MVP today. You did great in 2 games. How you feeling?
It's complete ownage. They couldn't do anything.
Only one of them left. Only one of them left.
You guys did own them. Now, next time you're going for Win 5 and the Hall of Champions. How are you going to make sure that happens?
We're unstoppable. We don't have to do anything. Oh, backflip.
Unstoppable. Congratulations, Team Kaizen. Lee, take it away.
Ownage and unstoppable. I like these guys. Now, it's a new season, but an over result as Kaizen returns and successfully defends his title against an overmatched and overwhelmed team with a clean sweep. And now they're only one big win away from being the first team in Season 3 to qualify for the Hall of Champions and a chance at winning that all-expenses-paid week of fun in the sun, courtesy of Arena. We'll see if Kaizen has the stuff of champions on the next episode of Arena.
Previous.